we don't say we are perfect. There are still rooms for improvement, but we have not been assisted so far. All we have seen is criticism, isolation, ostracism, and cruise missiles.
Where are the rooms for improvement? Let's consider that for a second.
All we have said that please, if you have concerns, don't send us cruise missiles. Please talk to us. We have not been recognized so far. We have not been assisted so far. We have been under sanctions. So what do you expect from a country which you don't consider as a government, which you just hit with cruise missiles? And we are still very patient.
The cruise missiles were not directed at the Taliban. The cruise missiles were directed at bin Laden.
Whatever. Did they kill bin Laden? And what is the justification for killing a man without even giving him a fair trial? Did they kill him or did they kill him?
I think they're very prepared to give him a fair trial if he would like to present himself for trial.
We were not asked that he was needed. And how do we know that he is?
May I interject myself here?
Please.
I think this illustrates the problem. You see, Mr. Hashmi lives in Afghanistan. His primary concern is not protecting U.S. embassies and U.S. destroyers. Now, of course, I don't agree with him, and I don't agree with the policies of the Taliban. But people in Afghanistan are concerned about the problems of Afghanistan. You are pressing him to be concerned about the problem of the United States, which is that bin Laden poses a threat to us. Now, if we want to have relations with people in Afghanistan, we have to recognize their problems, which actually are a lot bigger than ours. And we have much more capacity to help them with their problems than they have to help us with ours.
Okay. We think he is, in fact, a terrorist. Moving beyond that, though, what is it you want the government to do other than not to send over cruise missiles or whatever else, those issues that you laid? What is it, what would have been an appropriate response for you from the United States about Taliban problems?
Well, we would first like the United States not to recognize a rebel group in Afghanistan first.
Not to support Massoud or what?
Exactly. We have not been recognized so far. The United Nations seat is given to them, and we are under sanctions. So we have said that they have to engage with us. They have to consider us as a government and then talk to us about their concerns. We are humans. We will understand the problems, and we cannot be dictated. We cannot bargain on our independence. We have said, okay, if anybody is found guilty of killing civilians, we will punish him, and in our constitution, anybody found guilty of killing civilians will face capital punishment. So could you please help us and give us some sort of assistance, some sort of evidence that could lead to bin Laden's involvement in those attacks?
Mr. Rubin may think this is silly, but let me just bear with me 1 second. If there was evidence that Mr. bin Laden had something to do with the killing of someone because he, through a series of chain of command, influenced terrorism that killed children, you would put him on trial for life. Is that right?
We did put him on trial for 45 days. We asked the United States, Kenya, and Tanzania to give us some sort of evidence. Nobody did give us. And now we have come to a decision that maybe the United States is looking for a boogeyman always. Because if they really have concerns from bin Laden, they have to talk to us. We have a full-time job reconstructing our country. We don't want foreign problems for us. But we have not been talked to. All is that we have seen is we are being bullied.